Come on. Please. What are you doing? I need to talk to you. It is an emergency. It's about our daughter. Please, just answer the phone.
Oh my God, seriously? What is it now? What is so urgent this time that you find it necessary to bother someone when they're busy? Have I not already told you how annoying this is?
Of course there is a reason why I have been trying to reach you for the past hour. I said there is an emergency. Who ignores so many calls from their wife and doesn't worry or at least wonder why his own wife is trying so hard to contact him? And it's not even like you just ignored my calls. You actually picked up the calls and then hung up right away. What is it with you lately?
Okay, whatever. Sorry. Cheers. I hung up on all of your calls because I was busy making passionate love with your husband. And now he is fast asleep and you keep almost waking him up. What is so urgent that you have to be such a bother in the middle of the night?
What? Who the heck are you? Why do you have my husband's phone?
Oh, sorry. You must be very confused right now, huh? What's up, Miley? It's me, Haley. Have you been?
Haley? My best friend for the past 17 years? Why the heck do you have my husband's phone?
Oh my. Well, I guess I might as well go ahead and spill the rest of the beans. It's just as I said. I'm in bed with your husband right now. We're on a trip overseas, just the two of us.
What the heck are you talking about? That makes absolutely no sense. My husband is on a business trip in Europe right now. How could he be with you?
Are you naive or just plain stupid? Are you telling me that you've really had no idea about the two of us this whole time? Wow. Didn't you ever find it strange and suspicious that for the past 3 years, your husband is suddenly getting scheduled to go on frequent business trips out of town and out of the country? And he has never once tried to take you along with him? That is because all of those business trips have been a lie and he has been going on vacations with me instead. You are so frustrating, really. No wonder Luke says that he is sick and tired of you. I mean, how could you have not caught on to all of this by now? Whenever I say I am going on vacation, your husband suddenly says he has a business trip. And we are always gone for the same amount of time. We leave and come back on the same day. How could you really not connect those dots? Anyway, Luke is my man now. He loves me and actually never loved you. So how about you stop clinging to him, let him go, and let the two of us get married?
I can't believe this. You two deceived me for 3 years? You came over to our house for barbecues and family parties. Your daughter and my daughter even became best friends and go to piano lessons together. We all became so close over the years. I can't believe that you have not only been having an affair with my husband, but you've also pulled the kids into this mess, ruining their friendship too. Are the two of you even human?
Are you not the one who always invited us over to your place? Maybe you should have realized how lucky it was for someone like you to have somehow won over such an amazing catch like Luke. If you had, you would have never let any woman get near to him, including me. After all, I am a 10 and you're 2, maybe. It is not surprising that Luke would be stolen away by another woman when he had you to compare with. And it is definitely no shocker that he fell for me right away. And from what I hear from him, not only are your looks subpar, but your personality is bland as well. Luke is such a charming and caring man. And you have been treating him like crap. You never deserved him to begin with, and now you are not acting one bit grateful for having him. Shame on you.
Huh. You know nothing. What is the use of believing a single word that comes out of a cheating husband? And you are no better. So stop acting so bold and confident like you know everything. You two are nothing but dirty, filthy, good-for-nothing pieces of crud.
Our love for each other is not a sin. The love we left behind and lost when we parted ways 20 years ago was rekindled. And you can't fight fate. So how could you call this all a crime? How dare you?
What are you talking about? You two dated 20 years ago?
Oh, wow. Did Luke really not tell you? We both went to the same university and dated for about a month. We had so much fun together during that time. But my current husband had also confessed to me during that time, so after thinking about it a lot, I ended up choosing my current husband over Luke. One of the biggest mistakes of my life. I chose the man with the wealthy family over the one I truly loved. Anyway, right after that, your husband confessed to you and started dating you to make me jealous, hoping I would change my mind.
What?
Well, now you know. You are such an oblivious idiot. Your husband did not marry you because he loved you. He knew we were best friends, so he wanted to make me feel jealous for as long as he could. Meanwhile, you completely thought that he chose you over me out of love. Wow, I kind of feel bad for you. Poor thing. And you always said how amazing it was that the two of us became pregnant barely 2 months apart. You know how annoying it was for you to not connect those dots either? I announced that I was pregnant, and that is exactly when your husband got mad and decided to get you pregnant out of anger. Do you get it now? My daughter was conceived with good intentions, but your daughter was conceived through jealousy and anger. My daughter is beautiful and plays the piano like a star. Yours is, well, you know. I guess not every daughter can be perfect.
Whatever. I get it now. I wish it didn't take you this long, but thanks for telling me all this. Let me talk to my husband now.
I told you he is exhausted and sleeping. And do you seriously want to talk to him right now, right after I drop this bomb on you? How can you be so calm right now?
Calm? You think I am calm? You have no idea how much my legs are shaking and my heart is pounding. Wake up that loser and get him on the phone this instant.
If you have something to say to him, just say it to me. I will pass it on to him. I am sure that he would rather listen to my voice over your squawking any day.
His daughter had an accident. She is in the hospital right now. She is in a coma in the ICU right now, and doctors are saying they don't know if she is going to make it through the night. So get that son of a witch up this instant and tell him to get on the next plane back to NYC now.
Oh my, that is too bad. But I already told you, didn't I? Your husband didn't marry you because he loved you. And he did not get you pregnant with that kid because he wanted to either. So do you think he will even give a damn if she is in the hospital like you say she is? He probably doesn't love her either. In fact, he probably regrets ever having her like how he regrets marrying you.
You crazy tramp. He loves our daughter more than anything in the world. Even if he never cared for me or did much for me, he has always cherished her and has been the best father to her. Wake him up now.
You are so wrong. Your husband loves my daughter way more than yours. So if your daughter kicks the can, he won't care much because he still has mine to love. On second thought, it'd be great if yours doesn't make it. That way, after you two get divorced, he won't have to pay any child support. He can spend all his assets and earnings on my daughter.
Oh my God. You really are the devil. How could a mother talk like that about any child? You have no idea how much his daughter, who might never wake up, is probably waiting for her father right now. How can you be so apathetic and unfeeling? You monster. I'll curse you with bad luck for the rest of my life and never forgive you.
Look at you going off barking like a scared little puppy. You've always been like that. You really think I'd ever be scared of such a ridiculous threat from someone like you? Whatever. This is getting tiring and I need my beauty sleep. I'm turning the phone off now, so don't bother replying anymore. And don't bother to get in the way of our vacation either. Just wait quietly at home, sweetie. There really is nothing better than genuine, true love. Your husband has made me the happiest woman for the past 17 years with his amazing, undying love for me. I guess I'm the happiest woman in the world. And we just had the best time in Europe together. I guess the universe has always been on my side. Anyway, when are you going to file for divorce? It's time to clean this all up and let him go now. Don't you think?
Will you give your BS a rest already?
Oh, right. Right. You said your daughter was dying and in a coma. So how'd that turn out? She didn't actually die, right? You always were one to exaggerate. I bet she wasn't even in a coma.
She died.
Really? Wow, you must be so heartbroken. Oh well, it is what it is. Life and death are all God's will. We humans have nothing to do with it. All we can do is hope she went to a good place and move on.
My daughter is alive and fine. It's your daughter who is dead.
What the hell? Have you gone mad? No matter how much you hate me, how dare you say that? If you continue this garbage, I will never forgive you.
I'm only speaking the truth. If you don't want to believe it yet, fine. You'll come to know the truth in the end.
What? What do you mean it's true? Why would my daughter be dead? That makes absolutely no sense.
On the day of the piano recital, your daughter was in an accident. Your daughter is the one who will never be able to come home now.
That's impossible. You're lying. That could never happen. You think I'm going to believe a ridiculous story like that?
This is all your fault. If you hadn't chosen to continue having an affair and go on that trip with my husband, you would have been here for your daughter. When you had promised her that you would be at her recital, she believed it. She was so upset when she couldn't find you at the end of the recital that she went running out of the building looking for you. She finally gave up a few hours later and got on a bus to go home. That bus got into a major accident. If she hadn't been running around looking for you, she wouldn't have gotten on a later bus and suffered in that accident. That beautiful, talented child left this earth too soon because of her filthy, sinful mother. Come to think of it, if you hadn't shut your phone off during your little adultery trip, you would have been able to answer when she tried calling you from the recital hall. She wouldn't have run out looking for you in the first place. You killed your daughter.
Stop it! Stop making up such a ridiculous story. I won't believe this unless you can prove it. Where is my daughter right now?
She's at the funeral home. I'm here too, since her own mother wasn't here to make arrangements.
What funeral home? My husband isn't answering his phone. Tell me right now, where is my daughter?
It looks like I won't be able to give you that information without your husband's approval. And right now, he is saying that he never wants to see you again and he will never allow you to step foot in this funeral home. You do not deserve to be recognized as his daughter's mother anymore. He also said that he will be going straight to his lawyer to file a divorce after the funeral service ends. So this all works out well for you, doesn't it? After all, you will be able to get a divorce and then marry my husband as soon as our divorce is finalized as well. Congratulations in advance.
What the hell is wrong with you? Congratulations! My daughter is dead! How can a woman who is a mother herself say such a thing? My own daughter, whom I went through so much pain to bring into this world, whom I cherished like my own life. I will never be able to see her or hold her again. I wasn't even able to say goodbye to her and send her on her way. But you're congratulating me on being able to get married again?
When my daughter was in a coma, you told me to accept death and went on about how it is all God's will. Now look at you. If your daughter was so precious to you, how could you go off and have an affair while missing her piano recital? You left her with her grandmother with a lie that you were too sick to take care of her and needed a week to recover.
I completely forgot about the recital. If I had remembered, I wouldn't have gone on that trip. My beautiful daughter is gone. She was everything to me. I'm your best friend. Don't you have any words of comfort for me?
Best friend? Do you seriously think we are still friends? Why would I stay friends with a miserable tramp who had an affair with my husband for years and then causes her own daughter's death like this? You abandoned your late daughter, and now you deserve to be abandoned by me, your husband, and everyone. You can send me my alimony via Zelle. I never want to see your ugly, sorry mug ever again.
Why would I have to send you anything?
Wow. And you say I'm dumb. You had an affair with my husband. You are a criminal. The one who did wrong must pay for their crime. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to receiving what is due to me. And good luck with my loser, soon-to-be ex-husband. You will definitely need all the luck in the world to put up with that useless piece of garbage. After that, I divorced my ex-husband and received payments from him. I, of course, won custody of my daughter, and I have been ignoring my ex-husband's pleas to see my daughter. Haley, of course, had to pay alimony to her ex-husband when they divorced as well. Turns out my ex found out about Haley not telling him that our daughter was in the hospital in a coma while they were on their trip in Europe. He broke up with her right away. What happened that awful day was this. After that recital, when Haley's daughter went running out to find her mother, my daughter ran across the street to follow and help her. She had been holding my hand, but she broke free from my grip, demanding that she help her friend. She ran across the street without looking both ways and was hit by a car. Meanwhile, Haley's daughter had already run off far ahead and didn't notice what had happened to her friend. Then, several hours later, Haley's daughter was involved in the tragic bus accident and died at the scene of the accident. After that, Haley completely lost it and disappeared. Their ugly affair, which caused so much pain to so many people, eventually had an ugly and painful ending as well. It's been a couple years since all of that, and recently I ended up running into Haley's ex-husband at the coffee shop. We ended up sitting down and chatting for a bit about this and that. It turns out he really always had a crush on me, but he chose Haley instead of confessing to me because he was following his parents' wishes the whole time. Funny, isn't it? Anyway, we started dating and things have been going really well between me, him, and my daughter.